The other crazy story was in James Fox's movie The Phenomenon, which the Ariel School phenomenon story at the end. These kids in Zimbabwe at a school in I think it was 89 or 90, 91, something like that. These kids, between the ages of 7 and 13 or something like that, they all saw this craft come down during their recess, and they all say they experienced the same thing. They all saw these beings that looked like they were moving in slow motion around the craft, and they saw this craft take off at thousands of miles an hour after. Years later, they're all saying the same thing. Their stories didn't change. They didn't try to make money off this at all. It's a wild story. But now when you look back at that story through what guys like Hal and Eric are revealing about the warp bubble, do you know what would make someone look like they're moving slow? If they were inside of a warp bubble next to the craft, where time and space is moving differently than outside the craft. That's literally what it would do. For the same reasons why the craft in the bubble could just be cruising along, but to us it looks like it's going at these impossible speeds. You're in a different space-time environment. So all these things that people saw at Ariel, in Brazil, they get explained by these reveals that are starting to come out now. To me, that's wild, seeing how these things all connect,
Yeah, it is crazy. And it's essentially this description of the way these propulsion systems work is essentially the exact same way Lazar was describing it.